back to another Bag Talk session where we get real intimate with that spiritual bag within us all. And I got my homegirl Samaiyah in the building. Yo, you are the plug, sis. You are the plug.
A little bit.
How does it feel like being in Atlanta?
I love it here. This is my home. I mean, of course, I'm from Ohio. Like,
Let's not claim
home is where your heart is, and my heart is here. For real.
So do you see the difference between like living in Ohio and living in Georgia? And what are they?
The people, the energy, the support, the women.
Dang.
It's just a different vibe. I really have, ever since I moved back out here, I haven't gone through a depressive state here. My support system is here. I love it here. Like, I would recommend moving to Atlanta to anybody. Every time somebody come and visit, I'll be like, come on, move.
Oh yeah, honestly.
Get out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Move.
I really feel like you can build in Atlanta.
Yes.
You can really start something. You can brand yourself
Yes.
and market. People really support each other here.
They do.
Black people really support you here.
Yes, and you don't get that type of love in Ohio.
Why?
I told you. I told her earlier, it's a crab in a barrel mentality there. People are just so negative. And I think once you on, that's when they wanna.
That's how they all want
That's when they wanna
in life.
Congregate and love on you. But when you climb into that top, they just wanna. I don't like it, so I'm a push
Who
against
she think
them.
she is?
Like, where did she come up with that? Everybody else doing that. Why is she doing that? Why does it matter?
Yeah. I just don't get why is it not easy for us to support one another as women though.
I think women they're not brought up like that. They're not, and they also probably don't have successful women or positive women influences in their lives. Because for me, I've been able to see the negative and positive side of like a woman influence in my life. So I've seen somebody who's had friends for 10 years, but behind closed doors talking about their friends, or you know what I mean?
Wow.
And then I've seen somebody who literally will make friends with somebody and uplift them in any kind of way, support their business, and then that person supports her in any type of way. But I feel like it all depends on what type of influences you have, how you reflect and treat other women.
Yes, that is key. I feel like it is who you like. You are who you attract.
Right.
If you're a good person, you are gonna attract good people around you.
Yes.
You're gonna attract that support. If you are love and be about love, you're gonna get some love.
You gonna get that back.
You gonna get that love.
That's all I get out here.
Yeah.
But I could not get that in Ohio.
That hurts, honestly.
It does, because I used to really like beat myself down about that, because I used to be like, I'm such a good friend. I know I'm a good friend. Like, I know what I have to offer. And once I started talking to my mom about like how I felt, she was just such a great influence on me, and she just kind of taught me about women in general. And she kind of taught me about my personality and what type of women I'm gonna attract, because I have like an alpha personality. And she told me what to look for the pattern.
Please tell me the game mama said. Please. What mama say?
My mom is just, man, she's so wise, man. I be wanting all my friends just to soak it in when they're around her. When she giving them gems, take it in. You don't even realize it till you at home driving in the car.
Yeah.
You like, dang, that was a gem.
Yeah.
Yes.
We gotta listen to our peers, man.
Yes.
We gotta listen to Mama Deuce. But you ain't tell me what she said.
She just was just saying, like, when you're alpha, some women, they're attracted to that, just like males. They're attracted to alpha males. So because sometimes you may battle with certain women, they're attracted to you because of your power, but when they get under you, they want to be like you. And sometimes they're not strong enough to be like you. So they'll either try to tear you down because they don't exert that power or that type of, I don't know, that personality, that strength.
Yeah.
Or they'll see that strength, and just like a man, they'll want to, like, I don't know, kind of make you their man.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm not gonna be a man. I'm not gonna be a man, baby, but
I'll be there, sis. Like, like,
no, I'm gonna be your friend.
Yeah, no,
but not your man.
Yeah. So, can you give advice to women that have a weak mindset?
I'm telling you, you gotta pull that power from within.
Woo! Let them know take your power back.
You have to. I've been in some low places, and you have to pull that power from within. You have to reach back out to your support system. You have to get that walk with God. You cannot pull that from your friends. You can't pull that from a man. You can't pull that from the attention on Instagram. You have to pull that from within. Like, it really starts with yourself. And you have to recognize when that starts coming to you, when that weakness in your head comes to you, you have to recognize where it's coming from. And then you have to tackle it. You can't be afraid to tackle it.
Yes.
And you can't be afraid to tell yourself the truth.
Yeah, we sometimes steer away from that. But how do we take our power back, sis?
For me, I always try to look at the times where I was the happiest. And why was I happy? And then I say, okay, I was doing this when I was happy. I was busy. I was around my family. I was getting money. How was I getting money? Like, I try to look at the happiest times, and I try to emulate that in my weakest times. I also, I'm into mental health, so I talk to my therapist.
Yeah, that's so necessary.
It's very
necessary.
necessary.
Black women, what we go through in America,
Yes.
we need that support. We need to
You need
just
different
let that
outlets.
out.
You
Yeah.
need different outlets. You cannot deal with it internally. It's not gonna help.
Yeah, so how do you deal with anxiety?
How I deal with anxiety, I would say, is my parents are a very big support system. So besides,
That's a blessing, sis.
I know.
That's a blessing.
You know, I really know. I really know, because I know a lot of people don't have that. But I'm
Solid foundation.
I'm like this with my parents. And even when I try to keep something away, like, my mom is so in tune with all of her children that she knows when something is off. And she won't.
That's a black woman right there.
She's wise. I'm telling you, if you have ever met my mom, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
She probably be the one that tell you, oh, that's not your friends. I bet she know. That's crazy that we gotta listen to our parents when they say that is not your friend. Why do you think we not listen to them when they tell us that?
As an adult, I listen to her now. So I will bring people around her just to see, like, is that the person for me? Even my dad will tell you real quick, will tell any man real quick, you and Samaiyah should probably just be friends.
That's real, Dad.
No, for real, because he is very, like, probably not the one for her.
Yeah.
And he'll tell me, that's not the one for you.
Yeah.
I'm your dad. I love you. And when it comes to my daddy, if he say you're not the one for me, you are not the one for me. And the same with my mom. Like, she knows what type of people I attract. So she can tell if you have a good spirit. She can tell if you have a good heart. She can tell if you're just trying to pump fake because she's around. She can tell.
That's what's up. And I noticed that you are very family oriented. You take care of yours.
I love them.
Yes.
I'm the oldest of 6.
Wow. So what does family mean to you?
Family just means support. They are my support. I don't look for support. I think as young people, we look for support everywhere else. Like, we look into our friends. But it really starts with your family, and if you don't have that support with your parents or your siblings, like, you can't really find that support anywhere else. Family are my best friends. Like, I'm 20, about to be 26. My youngest sister is 2.
Wow.
And all of my siblings in between, we are like this.
Because you have people looking up to you since you're the oldest.
Yes.
What does it mean to be a role model for them and be the example?
It is very, very important. My sister's about to, in a year, she's about to go to college. And so for her to see me out here in Atlanta, she knows about the whole sugar daddy. She know about working in clubs. She's very informative on life. And for her to see that, you know, I got a job, I have a really good job, I support myself, I take initiative, I just do different things in the community, and I want her to see that she can do it, because she's always nervous and she feels like, when she gets out thrown into the world, she's not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
But when she comes over to my apartment and she see, dang, Maya doing it.
Sis got it.
I can do it.
Yeah, it's possible.
And I love that. I love that. Like, I love being a role model for them.
Yeah, it's so important, especially to lead the younger generation, because now how they can see what's going on social media and they can try to steer in the wrong direction. Yes. But just to keep them focused and aligned with where they have to head is extremely important.
I always make sure we have that clear communication that anytime you can talk to me about anything. My sister she's bisexual. She's 16.
And you're so open-minded. That's incredible that you just don't even judge, just staying open-minded, just loving her for her.
And I talk to her about everything, boys, girls, whatever, like body issues, Instagram, things that she doesn't feel comfortable talking with my parents about. I'll let them know so that they can probe her and, talk to her later on. But essentially she comes to me and then I talk to her and then my parents open up that dialogue as well. So. Wow,
you're a safe place for her.
And I love it.
That is amazing. So what have you been accomplishing in 2019 in Atlanta, Georgia? It's been a while.
It's been forever.
Right. Coming to Kent, you took your talents away from Kent, moved to Georgia. So how has Georgia been treating you? What you been up to?
Right now I'm with Fresh Kicks Market. Yeah. I'm the marketing manager.
Wow.
Coordinator. I have been focusing on getting us sponsors and partnerships and vendors, and I even got thrown into PR,
and that's what I'm saying. You need a black woman on your team.
I told Nick.
I swear, that's in real life, though. How do you feel like it is important, just being a black woman, how we really keep things together?
We really do.
I really know how we do that.
Fresh Kicks Market would not be the same without me.
Yeah.
And literally, Nick.
That's a flex.
Nick is the CEO, but we sit right next to each other. We're coworkers, and he always would try to throw ideas and stuff off of me or ask me for help. And I was just like, you gotta pay me for this.
Yeah.
Because you need help. You see that I know certain things that you don't know.
The value you got, sis.
Let me help you. And I've been helping him ever since. Ever since he put me on the team, I've been helping him. And I'm so excited for this event to see what we can do.
Oh, when is it?
It's February 22nd.
February 22nd, where's that? Let us know the details.
It's February 22nd. It's in the north side of Atlanta. On my page, Stand and Salute.
Yeah.
Tickets on pre-sale $15. But if we pop up at a certain event, we sell them for $10.
Okay.
I'm so excited. It's a buy, sell, trade event. We're going to have food trucks. We are going to have music. We have so many different sponsors. So
that sounds like a vibe.
We're going to have Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, that sounds like a vibe. That sounds like a vibe. You are also a black graduate from Kent State, okay?
Yes.
What have you took away from Kent State and now that you're taking in your life every day right now?
I think it was instrumental in the way that I became a woman, because I was away from my support system. So I was in Ohio by myself, and I was away from my family, and I was teaching myself how to be a woman. Like, what does that mean? What does that look like? And that's when I wasn't as close to my parents. So I was trying to figure everything out on my own. I didn't really have too many. That's when I learned about women and what type of women are attracted to me because of my personality and what women will try to use you, and you know what I mean? And Kent was just very instrumental in just me just growing as a woman. It kind of made me who I am today. I don't necessarily like Kent State, but I am thankful. I am thankful for the challenges, and I am thankful for the lessons, because who I was at Kent State is who I'm not that person today.
Yes, it's all about growth.
It's
all about growth, and how that should just, continue to inspire you, best version of yourself as a woman.
Yes.
And I would love to know, your values you stand for as a woman.
I stand for family. I stand for helping other women. I stand for helping other people. I've always wanted to be a gatekeeper. I always want to help other people, become a better version of themselves. I really because I'm the oldest of 6, I'm always a great influence to somebody else, and I always see where I can help other people.
Yeah.
That's how I became Fresh Cakes market manager. So like, I always wanted to be like that gatekeeper that help people achieve their goals and their dreams.
That's incredible. That's incredible. I told you to plug. Like,
Real low key.
And I also love how you give helpful advice to men. Because I feel like they need that.
They do.
Because, you know, sometimes they can be a
do.
little lost out here. Lost
They
in the
are
sun.
lost. And I would love to help you in any type of way.
So, what advice you can give to men to respect women when they don't want to give their body up?
Ooh, dang, that is beautiful. I think at all times you guys need to listen. I remember I did this speaking class at Kent State, and one of my favorite topics was I was basically arguing the point that as the freshman experience class, it was pointless. But if we started entering courses about consent or about just about consent, rape, what rape looks like, what consent looks like, what yes and no, means for a young person that's entering college. I feel like men, they didn't know what consent meant. And there's always that blurred line of what consent looks like. But if you had to take a course for a semester about consent and rape and you know what I mean, what that looks like, you can't be blind for the rest of your next 4 years of college.
Bird box.
Because you took that course, you got that A.
Yeah.
You had to do a speaking engagement on it. You know exactly what it means.
Yeah.
And now you're informed.
Yeah. So it's
People always try to act like they're not informed. And then some men, once I educate them on what consent is, then they're like, dang, I think a couple different times was on that other end where she probably didn't consent.
Yeah.
And it feels bad. Sometimes that's where the learning comes from, when you can admit that to yourself, that maybe I was a little rapey. Maybe I was a little
perverted.
Maybe I do prey on certain type of girls.
Sexually harassment is real out here. And I don't think people know how it feels sometimes.
Yes.
Just being a woman, and especially an attractive woman. Because if we do say we're not interested, sometimes men can get aggressive and
they get aggressive, and it's like, okay, I was just thinking that I needed to do a segment on when to approach women. It's not the right time when it's 2:00 in the morning. We have just left the club. We have to get some gas.
Yeah.
And you running up on us at the gas pump. That is not the right time.
We do not feel safe.
At all. Don't run up on me.
Don't run up on me.
I got the pepper spray. I don't play no games.
Yeah.
I be ready. Okay?
Yeah.
So like.
Right.
And I think men, they just be so like in the moment that they don't realize how that makes us feel.
Yeah.
You guys need to take a step back. Like,
see the other side of the perspective. Yeah. Especially men that have daughters, though. I think they probably can see things more clearly. But like, would you want your daughter to be in this position with another man? Like, think of it like that. Or your sister, or your mother. Like,
but then sometimes some men be like, well, my mom would never be in that predicament, or my daughter, she would never be in that predicament. But you never know, because anybody can be in that predicament.
Yeah, right.
There's been my mom has shared me, there's some predicaments that she's been in that I would have never thought that someone as strong as her would have been in. And I've shared with my sister, there's some predicaments that I have been in where she would have never thought that I would have, put myself in those type of predicaments, but it happens to women.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, and that's why it's important how you said, just take your power back as a woman, because I don't think some women don't know their true value, how we have the final say in all of this.
Definitely do. And I've heard a lot of women say like their freshman year of college or their sophomore year of college, like they felt like it was their fault that something happened to them. And I just want to let you know, it's not your fault. It was never your fault. Even though you didn't press charges when it happened to you, you still have power because you still continue to live and go on after that.
Yeah. Just keep going.
Keep going and make sure you use your struggle to help educate somebody else.
Yes, that's that turning your pain into purpose. I strongly believe in that. And I would love to know, what do you believe that sisterhood means to you?
Sisterhood means that at your darkest time, you know that you can turn to me, that I'm going to be there to lift you up.
Yeah.
At your happiest time, you know that I'm going to be there to celebrate you.
Yes, yes.
At your time when you feel like I'm just going to live day to day, I'm there giving you little gems to inspire you to keep going and to elevate yourself. Me and my sisters, my sister's 16, my other sister is 10, and my other sister is 2, and I have a sister that's 24. But my younger sisters, we are so far in age, but we are so close. Mm-hmm. The 10-year-old telling me about a boy that she like, I don't want to hear it, but I still listen.
Right. Like, being there.
The 16-year-old is telling me about her relationship. It's her first like real relationship.
Wow.
And she tells me about it. She talks to me about it, and I love it. Like, that's what sisterhood is. That she feels open enough with me to tell me things.
Exactly. That's that safe place, man. We all need that safe place just to feel at home, that we can be open with one another and not to feel judged at all. Sometimes we get so discouraged because of failure. Mm-hmm. And if something doesn't go our way, how do you handle that? How do you handle failure when you thought things were supposed to go another way, but it ends up going left?
I think you just have to look at your past and see what other obstacles did you ever overcome that didn't go your way. For me, I remember a lot of jobs were telling me no, or they were telling me I didn't have enough experience. But then when I did get my first job in corporate, that was my win. So right now, I'm looking into transferring markets, and a lot of people are telling me no because they think, well, you're already a recruiter. Like, how can you be a marketer? But I looked at my last win, and I know that, like, I know what industry I want to go into, and I know I'm going to get it.
Hey, when you know yourself, you know what you're capable of.
I know it. Like, I know it's going to come.
It's just a matter of time.
I'm just going to wait on it. I'm just keep applying that pressure.
Yeah, so how do you stay patient in that?
I keep busy.
Yeah.
So I created my own lane. And I was like, okay, Fresh Kicks Market, they need a marketing coordinator. I'm going to be the marketing coordinator.
And having that experience, that is incredible. And you knew your value just approaching that whole standpoint. And I would love to know, what's your value, sis? What you bring to the table?
I bring a lot to the table, okay? I am intelligent.
Yeah.
I'm degreed.
Oh, that's a flex. That's a bad talk.
Okay, I have my own money.
Yeah.
I'm smart. I'm beautiful.
Yes.
I have a loving spirit.
Yes.
Whenever anybody meets me, they know they've gotten something good. Like, they know they're gonna have a good time. All my friends, whenever they're around me, they know that I'm gonna give them some gems. We're gonna have a good time. There's no negativity.
I'm telling you, she treated me so well here. When I tell you, she had like a whole crafty setup for me: snacks, cheese, donuts.
You're gonna
champagne.
be taken care of.
And that's the little things just matters the most for like me, and I really appreciate it, sis. Like,
I always want people to know they're gonna be taken care of.
That's love. That's love. Like, that is truly love. When I walked in, I said, what? Oh, that was just so nice. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
That was
and I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's not set up correctly. I had it on paper plates.
Oh, girl, we ain't even. Hey, let's dishes. No, let's dishes. That was incredible, girl. Just give them some advice on like being in their spiritual bag.
Being in your spiritual bag. Right now, I started 2020 off differently. I remember I went out and for New Year's Eve, and it was not going the way that I thought it was gonna go. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home because I'm not gonna bring 2020 in forcing it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna force it. And so I brought 2020 in with every day I say a different affirmation. I read my affirmations out on Sunday. I told myself I was gonna wake up an hour earlier than what I'm used to, so I don't start my day off in a rush. I prepare my day by doing like a little 15-minute yoga.
Wow.
I listen to gospel in the morning.
Yes, gotta get that going.
I say my affirmations, and I'm just equipped for my day. And it just have definitely just brought a different tone to my 2020, and that's what I want to set. I want to set that tone for the rest of the year. So I would say that you just need to stick to the goals that you set. Start off small. These are small things for me, but they're intentional, and I do it every day.
Intentional. That's a gem. Intentional, purposeful, like that. So how do you stay aligned spiritually in all this chaos? Because especially like with social media, the shade room.
I don't follow the shade room.
Like all of this. How do you
I don't follow the shade room.
That like all these distractions or these enemies just try to get you off course.
Sometimes I have to check myself. Like, it's easy to be a troll on social media, and sometimes when I see myself about to say something negative, I'll be like, that's not what we on. Yeah. You have to check yourself, and you
check yourself. That's real.
For real, because whenever you feel that negativity creeping in, and you know what you want to do in life, you just have to check yourself.
Yeah.
And then I talk to my parents a lot. Yeah. My parents are who I confide in all the time. So when I feel like I'm about to be at a low, I check in with them. I go home and I get that dose of love that I need.
Dose of love.
And I don't look for that love in other people.
Because you will get disappointed every
You will. Trip. I mean, I'm 26, so I have been there. I've done that, and I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, learning from that. That's a part of growth. Yes. Learning and taking that wisdom in, because sometimes we can be so hard-headed and just keep making the same mistakes, but that is God trying to trick you up. Listen.
You got to remind yourself. Sometimes, you just have to be honest. Look at your past and be like, that's not what I want to do anymore. That's not who I want to be. You have to know who you want to be. My therapist always tells me, like, who do you want to be?
Yeah.
You have to write it down, and you have to be intentional and tell yourself, this is who I want to be every single day. For me, I want to be a gatekeeper. I want to help other people. I want to be that woman that people look for to inspire, you know what I mean? And so every day I have to set that purpose, whether it's with recruiting and I'm getting somebody a job. They haven't been working for 6 months, but for me, I got you a job.
Yeah,
and you're making the money that you want to make.
Pockets,
yes,
helping they feed their family. Yes. That is meaningful, sis. That is inspiring. And how we close every bag talk session is fill in that bag.
Fill in that bag.
Okay, I'm gonna start it. You gonna finish it. Where I see myself in 5 years.
Where I see myself in 5 years. I probably see myself having my own marketing company.
Yes, boy.
I see myself being that gatekeeper to help those incoming college students that don't know where they're going. Me helping them build their portfolio, build themselves up in the professional world, and helping them get their first jobs. Because it was hard, and I know what that felt like. I'm never going to forget it, and I'm always going to want to help somebody get their foot into the door.
Yes. That's all what it's about, putting people on.
That's all I want to do.
Put them
That's
on.
all I want to do.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. My most humbling experience
was working at a club after graduation. And I have this degree, and I think that I'm up here. And people don't know that you got that degree and that you up here because you serving them drinks. And like, they telling you, like, you need to work hard for this tip. Humbling moment, having my degree and somebody treating me like who are you?
Wow. How did you handle that?
You know, I have a smart mouth. So sometimes I try to be cool, but at that moment I was like, I ain't gonna take this.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I don't gotta work here.
Yeah, honestly. Know your word.
Know my word.
Know your word.
Very humbling.
Yes, that is. And the last question, what you can learn from my bag talk session. So what can they learn from your bag talk session?
They can learn that you can always change. Whenever you feel like the person that you are isn't working for you or is not getting you where you need to be, you always have that opportunity to change.
Yes.
And be the person that you actually want to be.
That's real. That is so real. Like everything you're doing for the culture, for us, just putting people in position to win. It's just so inspiring, sis. I thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I love this.
And let us know your social media, where we can find you so we can stay connected.
Yes, my social media is Stand and Salute. It's spelled all the way out correctly. No.
Not correctly.
Correctly, you know.
Yes, that's awesome. And just give them inspiring last words on how to be a gatekeeper for someone else.
You can always be a gatekeeper. Don't be a hater, okay? So if you know a job is opening up, you know somebody that is about to hire, and you know somebody that doesn't have a job or is looking for a new opportunity, let them know. I'm always, like, on LinkedIn, whenever I see a job is opening for new graduates, I'm always retweeting it or letting other people know, like, hey, this opportunity is happening, or I'm gonna send it to my friend. Don't be that person that just knows that somebody is looking for a new opportunity and want to hold it for themselves. Don't be that crab in a barrel type of person.
Blessing. Yeah, that can be somebody else's blessing.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, gonna get blessed in return.
Somebody else does not take away from you. I promise.
Oh, it's so much out there for us.
Yes.
It's so much out there, and I just thank you, sis, just for what you believe in, what you stand for. Thank you so much for joining this Back Talk session.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Yes, I hope y'all picked up them gems. I hope you picked up this bag.
Pick it up, secure it,
write it down. Right, how you said, be intentional.
Be intentional.
That is so necessary. Thank you guys so much for joining another Back Talk session. We're going to be back with another one.